Hi guys, I'm Jessica Bryson and welcome back to my channel. If you do not know, I am an avid traveler. I love traveling. I've been to 18 countries and counting, and tomorrow will be my 19th country. You may not realize it, but we are a lot like luggage. I mean, as I said before, I began traveling at a young age, and so whose luggage did I use? I used my mother's luggage. How many of us are carrying around the baggage, the issues, the experiences of our parents? Right? We're just taking on their bags, taking on their issues, because ultimately they are our example of how to be a fully functioning adult. I got caught up in a TV show on Hulu, and I don't recall the name right now, but essentially it was about a woman who was raising wild animals in a country in Africa. And one of the important things that she experiences is she realizes that when you bring a wild animal out of its natural habitat and put them on a sort of orphanage reserve and you're hand feeding them with human interaction, she knows that certain animals are not going to be able to go back out into the wild. Why? Because they haven't been trained properly. So just like my luggage and just like the scenario that I'm giving you, a lot of us have been given the information, the tools, the resources, the connections of our parents, whether that's good or whether that's bad. And so we often travel about our lives, just like I traveled around the world carrying their bags. Now, my mother, my father, they were the example to me on how to be a woman, how to take care of myself, and how my relationship should be with other people. And so without realizing it, I wasn't really choosing on my own what luggage to carry. I just took what they gave me, right? So from a metaphor perspective, you can understand how that relates to our lives. So often we just take what our parents give us and we don't even realize it, but we're just traveling about our lives carrying bags from our parents. So we have to be careful that we identify that, hey, these aren't my bags. I didn't choose these bags. I didn't go to Sears and purchase this luggage set. This was given to me by my mother. And as an adult, I can make a conscious decision to continue on that path or not continue on that path. My mother has instilled some amazing values in me, but there are also some things that I don't want to duplicate. And so as my mom would say, you eat the meat and throw away the bones, right? So eat the good stuff. Remember the good stuff. Carry with you the good wisdom and the things that really build you up and strengthen you. But all of those past hurts, past experiences that have been passed down from your parents that aren't serving you, that hurt you, that make you feel small, insignificant, and sad, get rid of it. I mean, anyway, you're an adult. You can choose what you take with you. So that's the first lesson when you want to pack with your luggage. Identify where your luggage came from. Is this really your set of luggage, or did you pick this up from your parent? After I realized I was carrying around my mother's bags, I went to the store for myself and I picked out my own set of luggage. As an adult, you too have that same power. You can look and say, you know what, I don't want this luggage set. I want a different one. I want to run my home differently. I want to raise my children differently. I want to experience the world differently. I want to have different relationships with people than I saw my parents have. And so, number two, I encourage you to go out and purchase your own set of luggage. Establish your own ways of living, your own ways of life, incorporating some of those positive and empowering lessons from your parents, but establishing them and really taking it and saying, you know what, I can really create this on my own, and I'm going to leverage what was given to me that works and create a life that is fulfilling for me. Lastly, pack light. Have you heard the Erykah Badu song, Bag Lady? I won't sing the song because you don't want me to sing, trust me. But Google the lyrics or look it up here on YouTube. Essentially, she's saying, you're a bag lady. You have so many bags. You can't go anywhere fast because you have all these bags weighing you down. And what I noticed this time around when packing was that I naturally gravitated to filling the smaller piece of luggage first. Now that is out of character for me because generally in all of my travels, and it'll take my husband to tell you, but even when we go to visit family in Michigan on the weekend, I often carry all these bags of stuff. But for some reason during this trip, I decided I only was going to fill this carry-on and another small personal item. And as I did that, I started to realize something. I didn't need the big piece of luggage anymore. I didn't need to carry with me extra weight, extra anger, extra bad experiences, extra hurts, extra unforgiveness. Instead, I have begun to let that stuff go. And so now I have just enough room for just what I need. And so there are a lot of us now, whether we realize it or not, that we're just carrying around a lot of drama, a lot of bad memories. We're meditating on them. We're thinking about them. We're rehearsing them in our minds. And it's really over, right? It's not happening. But we make it real for ourselves every single day, over and over and over again. And as we go out into the world, we're continuing to carry it with us. And so as I've gone in, I've started to shed a lot of that. Still shedding. But I encourage you, shed some unforgiveness. Extend some grace. Let go of some past bad experiences and think on what you learned from it, instead of carrying it around as a badge of honor of look what I've been through, and look what they did to me, and look what he did to me, and look what she did to me. And begin to go for the smaller piece of luggage and fill it only with what you really need, what's really going to serve you, the positive words, the people who have spoken positively in your life, the people who have supported you, the wonderful experiences that you've had, the wonderful times that you've had, the laughter, the fun. Begin to fill that suitcase with those things and let the rest go.